They're the Conbini boys. They're the Conbini boys. They're the Conbini boys.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
Top of the line, Mike. Trying to buy a house right now, and I'll tell you, this market is absolutely brutal out there. It's a slugfest, but we're hopeful we're gonna find one this weekend. Little Caesars does have a pretty great campaign going on too, so I might take advantage of that tonight. And then I'm watching Squid Game, so
Oh,
ready to hang myself from a ceiling fan after episode 6 here. But other than that, yeah, it's going well. How are things in Crudo Bay?
things are going good. If you don't mind me asking, what's that deal going on at Little Caesars? What sort of deal?
Well, let me tell you about it. So it's a pizza, of course, but the pizza takes on like two shapes. They cut it in half. In one half is the regular pizza, and then the other half are strips of pizza. I don't know why I find that appealing, but I do. I just like two forms of pizza. So you got kind of like breadsticks almost.
Oh,
And you know what's nice about these guys? You can dip them.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
you buy a pizza and then you get the upsell in the app because they're asking you, hey, do you want a Coke? Yeah, damn right, I want a Coke. Hey, do you want some wings? Yeah, I'd probably use some wings. Hey, do you want some breadsticks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. But then you got pizza and breadsticks, chicken wings, and a Coke. You're feeling not so good. So here's
Right.
a way to kind of get it all in one and make you feel okay by the end of it. You got the breadsticks with the cheese and then the pizza slices all in one.
Damn. And what's that running you in terms of prices?
$6.
That's including the pizza and the breadsticks?
And the crazy sauce.
And that's $6. 600 yen.
That is a shocking price. You do have to order between 4 and 8 p.m. This is a hot and ready $6 deal.
Oh my god.
Hold
Alright,
on,
never
I have to
mind.
set a
I don't think I
reminder
want
here
to
at 4
see
p.m.
this.
here.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on. $6. What happened? Joe Biden's inflation hasn't hit Little Caesars.
Well, man, I'm very jealous of you with that campaign. I hope that you take it up. And yeah, things are good here. Leo just had his second birthday, so he's a
wow.
2-year-old boy now.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, we had a little party for him. And yeah, just can't believe he's getting to be so big. He was saying, we were practicing saying the ABCs today.
Wow.
Yeah. So
ABCs for MIT.
that's exactly right. That's where
right.
he's going, because he's going to be really smart.
100%.
All right, man. Well, what do you say we get into the podcast here?
Let's do it.
All right, man. Well, hey, we got a pretty interesting thing going on this week, Matt. As you know, our sort of coverage of cheese in this podcast is second to none. As you know, probably last year, I think it was, we had a great campaign out of Lawson called the Fine Cheese Grand Prix, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
One of our favorites, I'd say, for sure. And Matt, well, Family Mart now looks like they're going for the cheese themselves. And Matt, what we've got at Family Mart ongoing right now is the Cho Cheese Matsuri, and that in English would be the Extreme Cheese Festival, Matt. So what do we got here? We got Family Mart coming out with, it looks like 11 cheesy items, and during this campaign it seems that they're going to be pushing them, and the theme, of course, is cheese and lots of cheese. So as you can see, they got all types of things. We've got some rice balls, we've got some frankfurters, we've got sandwiches, we've got a salad, extreme cheese salad. I don't know about that. We got some pasta, we got chips, we got a bunch of things going on here, Matt. Yeah, pretty wide variety. Seems you can get your cheese in any shape or form that you like. Yeah, man. What do you think about this campaign going on here?
Hard to not get excited about cheese, never mind extreme cheese, never mind an extreme cheese festival, Mike.
That's right. That's right.
Wow, like you said, they got onigiri, they got hot dogs, they got nikuman, they got sandwiches, they got salad, they got, of course, doria. I'm looking at this banner here and I'm feeling like I'm backed up like I-93 heading south at 7 a.m. This thing is definitely not gonna power you to any sort of fitness level achievement tier, but you'll be happy that you were able to join this party, no doubt, after eating one of these things. Um, I think we each picked out an item that caught our attention, Mike. Maybe I'll lead off with mine here. If you want to scroll down until you see, there it is, Mike. The cheese Noko carbonara rice.
Ooh,
Yeah, Mike. So this thing looks like, gosh, what? This looks like the Exxon Valdez oil spill. Okay. This thing's an environmental hazard here. Somebody call the EPA and FEMA pronto. This is so much melted cheese, Mike. You can't even see what's under it. It is just a hot slick of white sauce, 3 cheese. It's got Gouda, cheddar, mozzarella, just melted, poured on top, and then it almost looks like a raw or soft fried egg on top. That yolk shining like the bright sun.
Oh yeah.
Mike, yeah, I would love to put this down and then do nothing for about 48 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is I think a pretty emblematic, representative of the Extreme Cheese Festival. I looked at this as well. When you're talking about just like cheese, like mounds of cheese. I mean, there's just with add in the carbonara, sauce, that white sauce, and then with that, it looks like you got a little bit of ham in there, but that egg on the top, I mean, that makes it even slicker. So yeah, man, great choice. I agree. I'd be a little afraid of what would happen to my body after eating that, but Matt, one that caught my eye here. Not exactly sure if I like it, but I want to pick it up. Matt, this is the cheese sandwich.
Wow.
This is 5 cheeses, Matt. We've got Gouda, cheddar, mascarpone, Parmesan, and mozzarella. And this is a cold sandwich, Matt. This is not a hot sand. So that's some cold cheeses in there. As you can see, we've got...
it's
going to walk
cheese.
you through it. Well, we got a little sliver of, looks like ham in there
That's
as
ham.
well.
Okay.
All right, so what do we got? We got bread, we got cheddar, we got mascarpone, we got bread. Looks like we've got that little sliver of ham.
Yeah.
Then we've maybe got some mozzarella and some Gouda. I don't know, but then we've got another piece of bread. So they've got all 5 cheeses in each slice of the sandwich here. Matt, again, I don't know if I would go for this, especially being a cold sandwich. This was like a toasted sandwich. No, hey, wait a second. No. Maybe with some of that Little Caesar's dipping sauce as well. Hey,
Whoa, slow down.
hey, hold on. Probably about the same price as well. So, hey, we're talking cheese, and I thought, hey, if we're gonna be talking cheese, got to pick up the cheesiest ones that we see.
But what's with the mascarpone? That's typically used in desserts. That's usually a sweeter. Isn't that what they put in like a tiramisu, mascarpone? Now it's hanging out with Parmesan, cheddar, and Gouda. I don't know if I don't know how that's going to turn out, but wow, that is a lot of cheese in a sandwich there, Mike. Wow, 5 types of cheese. I do like the idea of putting it on the grill for a little bit, like
Oh
almost
yeah.
like a grilled cheese, a 5 cheese grilled cheese. That
Mm-hmm.
sounds like it could be a hit, except for that mascarpone. Again, I'm not
Yeah.
sold on the mascarpone, but I can get down with those other 4 cheeses, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Matt. Well, yeah, I think we're just gonna pick up a couple, and I just wanted a couple more. I want to get your opinion on, Matt. We've got the Quattro cheese Frank here. I know you're a Frank lover. 4 cheeses in this Frank here. I don't know. Any quick thoughts on this one?
Well, hard to not love a hot dog on a stick, Mike, and quattro cheese. Of course, that means four. Gouda, um, go shoot it. I have no idea what that is. And cheddar, and then camembert. The look, these cheese dogs never look all that great. They look kind of like almost like lesions with the cheddar cheese sort of simmering under that hot dog skin there.
Yeah.
But no doubt this would be good after about, I don't know, a couple of chew highs and a beer. Nothing better than chomping down onto a hot dog on a stick.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. I wonder if it has some of that stringing going on inside, or if it's just pockets of cheese. That would also be.
Yeah.
Would want to get a sense of what's going on there. And then one other that I've met. This was a strange one. This is the top of the list, and seems to be sort of an outlier. The spicy mentai grilled cheese rice ball, Matt. This is a not even. It's just like rice on the bottom, and then on the top it looks like you got grilled cheese with mentaiko, which is the fish eggs. I don't know. I'm sure this is not something that you would be too interested in.
Well, actually, Mike, I made something pretty close to this the other night, about four bong hits into the evening. Yeah, cheese on top of anything starts to sound good after you've ripped Gorilla Grape Gush for a solid half hour. But I will say, this looks a little sloppy. You got the rice ball on there, and then it's just got a mask there of melted cheese on top, and a lot of cheese again. You got the Parmesan mixed with the mentaiko, then you got the mozzarella, the Gouda, in there as well. You swap out the mentaiko for anything else, and I'd be down for this 100%. But the mentaiko, as we know, that's a big turnoff for me.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Well, hey, everybody, there's a lot to be excited about with this festival. It's going on now, so make sure to get out to Family Mart and get your fill of cheese, because hey, it's hot times at the cheese. It's hot cheese at the. You got your cheese at the Conbini right now, okay?
All right, Mike. Speaking of cheese, we're going to keep on the cheese kick as we head into the Chicky Wars, Mike, because Seiko Mart is out with a Parmesan cheese chicken nugget 5-piece set here, Mike. What are your thoughts on this coming out of Seiko Mart?
Well, I think it's the first that we've seen a Parmesan chicken. We've seen a lot of flavors thanks to, Karage-kun. But I don't remember ever seeing a Parmesan, just strictly Parmesan. Of course we see some cheese chickens, all types of cheese chickens, but Parmesan chicken. I like it. Parmesan has a special little flavor. I think it sounds all right. At Seiko Mart, of course, they do the sort of chicken balls in the cup. Different than the karage, more sort of like actual like karage, like grill or fried chicken. So yeah, sounds interesting. I'd like to try it. I don't know. How about you? What do you think?
I can't zoom in close enough to these chicken pieces here, Mike. This sounds outstanding. Yes, finally, one cheese on a chicken. Thank you, Seiko Mart. And they killed it with the Parmesan cheese, the king of all cheeses.
Yeah.
It's salty, it's nutty, it's so damn tasty. And they got flecks of pepper scattered all over these things. You see that shimmer of hot grease on top. My mouth is literally watering here. I am pumped up about these Parmesan chicken nuggets out of Seiko Mart, Mike. I think it's going to be a big hit.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, we got one more in the Chicky Wars. This one's pretty interesting, Mike. This is out
yeah.
of Mini Stop. We got the Sano Kudo Kara Age. I tried to read up on this a little bit. What we're
Yeah.
looking at here are sauced up Kara Age, and they're a dark brown, almost black color because they're so sauced up.
Yeah.
Mike, what's your take on this Kara Age? This is quite a scene here.
Yes, it is. As you said, it looks like they're quite sauced up, and I was reading up a little bit as well. Sano is apparently a city. It's known for this kind of thing in Tochigi Prefecture. Yeah, I'm not a huge sauce guy. I'll put that out there from the start. But I was reading the description. It said it's not just sauce. You know, they got like some pepper and also some hot pepper as well. So a little kick to these guys as well. I don't know. You know, I'm always happy to see some chicky out of Mini Stop. It's not the most attractive to me, but it's the sort of thing that I definitely, if I saw it in the community, I'd have to get it just to kind of, see what sort of taste this thing had.
Yeah, I'd absolutely pick this up out of pure curiosity. I will say that this does get the stamp of approval from the local Sano mascot, Sano Maru. This is getting a reference here from our friend on Twitter, Mondo Mascots. This guy's doing great work covering
Yes.
the hundreds of mascots around Japan. Sano Maru is a little dog-like character who has a bowl of noodles on top of its head, and he carries two swords of fried potato sticks, also heavily sauced. So Sano Maru says, yes, go get this Kara Age, and yeah, I'd be curious about it. Would be keen on trying that sauce.
Yeah.
That sauce. Okay, well, that's it for the Chicky Wars this week. Just 2 new boneless fried chicken products out. Let's say we move on to the scoreboard, Mike.
All right, sounds good. Okay, so Matt, this week at the Conbini, the scoreboard, what we've got: Family Mart with 47 items, Lawson 41, 7-Eleven 123, Mini Stop 24, Daily Yamazaki 8, Seiko Mart 8, New Days 17.
Yeah, not abnormal numbers this week. Family Mart took a bit of a dip, playing in the 40s, but otherwise everybody kind of playing right in their zones. 7-Eleven continues to hit above the century mark, way above it. I think they've been at like 120 for the last month. Very impressive.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, everybody's right in their wheelhouse, Mike.
Yep. It is good to see. All right, Matt. Well, we're going on to our losers and winners. That is the winners and losers. This week, let's take a look at your loser first. So let's see what you've got. Boom.
Yeah, Mike, this is out of 7-Eleven, and we're looking at crispy pistachios with salt and pepper. And I'll tell you what, Mike. I'm actually a big fan of pistachios. I love pistachios. They're delicious. But what we're looking at here is the bag and then 3 pistachios, naked pistachios. I bet that's the actual count inside that bag, Mike. You know, Japan has been in a deflationary spiral since 1995, except for nuts. It's cheaper to buy whole Bitcoin than it is to buy almonds in Japan, everybody. And, rather than adjust the price of the nuts, I'm pretty convinced they're just putting fewer in the bag.
Yeah.
You want a handful of almonds, everybody? First, call your bank to refinance your house. It's outrageous what nuts cost in Japan. So, yeah, this bag is 216 yen with tax. I bet you maybe get 3 pistachios in that bag, Mike.
Well, good call out on the exorbitant prices of nuts in Japan. I will say, hey, if you want a sort of more reasonable price, head to Costco. That's where you're gonna get some good, get some Costco nuts. All Matt, yeah, this is an interesting item as well. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Are these real pistachio nuts? What's on the outside here? Because look at this. Like,
Oh, they
it's
have
saying crispy pistachio. So, like, don't these look a little suspicious? I don't remember seeing pistachios that look like that.
You think the nuts are inside of some kind of crispy case of salt and pepper?
Perhaps? I don't know.
Plus, the word bourbon is also on the package.
That's weird.
What the hell's going on here?
What is going on here? Salt and kosho, salt and pepper. All right. Oh, Sancho. Salt and Sancho. Well, yeah, mysterious item. But I agree. It's probably 200 yen for these 3, perhaps pistachios. Pistachios in a little crispy cracker. I don't know.
Maybe they're selling synthetic pistachios because actual pistachios are so expensive. They have to make them in a lab at this point. I don't know.
That's a good point. Yeah, this is a mystery. This is not just the loser. This is a mysterious item here, Matt. All right, going on to mine, and this is a sight to see right here, Matt. What do we got here? Yeah. All right, Matt. We're at 7-Eleven. What we've got is the Gyu Hormone Miso Yaki with the shocho and the huts. All right, so what does that mean? So we've got intestines here. And of those intestines, there's many varieties. We've got the small intestine and then the heart, actually, as well, hatsu. So, okay, so we've got a mixture of small intestines and heart. And it's with the miso yaki, Matt. And, miso yaki gives it a kind of sweet flavor, And so what you've got some entrails here, which normally I don't actually mind. Like if you're going to yakiniku or something, if you're grilling these up yourself, I'm not a huge fan of the intestines, but hatsu, I do like. However, getting this from a Conbini with this sweet miso flavor,
oh boy!
And then what are you supposed to do with this? You're gonna like microwave this for 60 seconds and then eat that? This stuff is already pretty tough to chew, but I just don't see it happening, Matt. Yeah, I don't know what to say, Matt. Wait a second, hatsu. This might not even be the hearts. This might actually be just another party. I'm not sure. This is just not the sort of thing you should buy at the Conbini. Like we love the Conbini. And, they do a lot of things well, but they don't do some things well. And I think this is one of them. So, that was my loser for the week.
Yeah, Mike, easy choice here. Yeah, you could spend a weekend trying to chew that small intestine there. That thing's going to go down like a rubber duck. It's just going to be, that's a marathon chew session there. Like you said, if that's actual beef heart is actually very good.
Yeah.
But I agree, this belongs at a proper yakiniku place with some high quality salt or high quality sauce to go along with it. This is just a mud pit of real cow guts. And gosh, it has a little little bag of something there to top it off with. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'd be picking this one up anytime soon, Mike.
Yeah. No. All right, Matt. Well, enough of that. Let's go on to the winners and let's see what you've. I see where you're going. What are we looking at here, man?
We're at Mini Stop, Mike. We are looking at a Satsumaimo Monbudan Soft. So it's that time of year, Mike, where sweet potatoes, Satsumaimo, start to take over Japan. These things start to march through every grocery store, food stall, Conbini, like the Japanese empire in the South Pacific. Within weeks, everything has been taken over. You eat them whole, you eat them steamed, you bake them into sweet tarts. Here, Mini Stop is turning it into ice cream with the Monbudan. That weird swizzle of sweet potato. stringy stuff. Nobody actually knows what it is, but my God, is it good. And here it's served in a waffle cone, Mike.
Oh my God.
Whoa, great idea. You got the vanilla ice cream, little scoop in there with the Mont Blanc sweet potato stringy stuff just wrapped around it like a warm scarf. Perfect as the weather gets a little chilly.
Oh yeah.
I'm pumped up about this one, Mike. You can also get this in a cup, but if you do that, let's face it, you're a damn fool.
Yep. Oh man, Matt. Look. Oh, yep. There it is, the cup. Matt. Oh, I actually, to be honest, I saw this and I thought, Matt might be picking this up this week. There's no doubt when it comes to soft serve, Mini Stop is the king.
Okay.
This is a beautiful item, and this is a perfect Conbini item. As we were saying, there's some things that Conbini doesn't do well, like we were looking at before. Here's something that Mini Stop does do really well. God. This is just beautiful. Yeah, like you said, you've got the cone, you've got that Mont Blanc, the sweet potato string thing, and then poking out the top is that
like Lady Liberty, her beautiful
Lady, Lady Liberty, the tip of that ice, that soft serve where it just kind of gets plucked off. And Matt, beautiful item. Really can't say much more. This just looks really, really good. All right, Matt. Well, going on to mine. Not as exciting, but this is going back to a recurring theme. What is going on here? All right, Matt. Where are we? We're at Lawson. My winner for the week is this. Number. Yeah, 17 ingredient whole grain salad, Matt. All right. Let me first explain what's in this thing. So you've got whole grain rice and rices and grains, and then you've got a bunch of vegetables, Matt. You got mixed beans. You got broccoli.
I like that.
You got lotus root. Yep. You got some spicy pork. Oh, all right, Matt. Yeah, put it all together. You got 17 ingredients in there, Matt. And the reason I want to pick this up this week, we've been seeing over the past couple of months, years, these claims of half a day's vegetables, a day's worth of vegetables. This makes no claim to the number of vegetables, but there's actually some vegetables and nutrients to be found in here. And so, I want to give a shout out to Lawson. They're not, it's sort of like, one of those things where it's like, hey, free money, hey, free money, you should doubt that, you shouldn't believe it. If it's free money, there's going to be no sign, telling everybody there's free money. This is free money. All right. I don't know about that metaphor there. All right. But, so this is just vegetables. Hey, you want to get some vegetables at the Conbini. Who cares if it's a half day's, if it's a full day's? You just want to eat a nice meal. And, I think this is a healthy choice with a good variety. And so, I thought this was just a well-rounded item this week.
It looks outstanding, Mike. It's got a lot of color there. It's got the kabocha pumpkin there, nice little orange, the single cherry tomato. I don't think Japan has actually ever served more than one cherry tomato at a time, by the way. You got the broccoli, the bright green there. You got the white lotus root. And then, of course, you got that medley of beans under there. How they got to 17, I got to believe they're counting each type of bean, kidney bean, chickpea. Those guys, that's got to be two separate items there. It's not just bean as one.
Yeah.
17, that's impressive. I'm also kind of wondering if they're counting the different ingredients in that salad dressing. It's like olive oil and... mayonnaise, are those two? I don't know if I see a whole 17 in here, Mike, but I agree. Hey, we almost got into a solar panel lease. By the way, everybody, if you ever see a solar panel lease or somebody tries to sell you a solar panel lease, you tell them to get the hell out of your house. This is like criminal stuff, one of the worst schemes. You read that contract, first page, $0 up front, 0 free installation, everybody. Right next to that, 20-year lease. Okay, that doesn't sound like a scam, everybody. That doesn't smell a little fishy. Yeah, read the fine print. You'll be shocked. Never
Yep.
sign up for a solar panel lease. Buy them. I don't know. Hold on. I lost track, Mike. What were we talking about? Half-day vegetables.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally agree. You see half-day vegetables. We've seen half-day vegetables on what? Like, we saw one where it was like cup ramen, where it was actually freeze-dried cabbage or something.
That was a full day. That was a whole day's worth of vegetables.
Little sachet of freeze-dried crap over some cup ramen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Here you have 17 distinct types
17.
That's impressive. Making no claims. Hey, this is the real deal, everybody. It looks great. Pick it up.
Yep. All right.
All right. Hold on. I got a little fired up there. I got to cool
I
off.
did as well. No, I hear you. I hear you.
It's time to move on to my favorite segment, Mike. That's At the Gemba with Mike. The Gemba, of course, the place where the action happens. Mike, you're at the Gemba in Japan. What do you got for us this week?
Hey man, I've been all around. I've been going to Conbini once or twice a day recently. I've been back
great.
on my game. I've been eating, chicky again. A lot of chickies, but not just chickies. I've been eating some ice cream.
Oh yeah.
A lot of scenes these days. I've been to a couple Conbinis. They've got the catalogs out. For the Christmas catalogs. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful catalogs. Do I have one right here? I actually brought a couple home. But Matt, there's one thing that we talked about recently that I think we were both really excited about. We both said this could perhaps change the future of Man. That is Nikuman as we know it, and specifically Pizza Man. Matt, what I'm talking about is the Pizza La Directed. Pizza La is like Little Caesars, Pizza Hut. It's a chain delivery, pizza delivery chain. And what they've done, they've teamed up with Family Mart to create a new form of Pizza Man. Oh, yeah. And this, Matt, is the Pizza La Italian Basil Pizza Man. And we were both really excited about this. And I got to say, Matt, I'll just give you the score straight up. I thought it was a 4-star item.
Ooh, 4. Okay. So
All right. Solid with reservations. It itself was good. I think if you were going to say, hey, do you want a Pizza Man or do you want this? I'd probably, at least for the time being, probably choose this, actually.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, it's good. It tasted like we thought, like a pizza in a Pizza Man. A little bit more like a pizza.
Yeah.
It actually had a lot. It was kind of hard to see from the picture, but it had a lot of different ingredients in there. And actually, these little green bits were piman, which would give it a little kind of like bitter taste. Yeah. In general, really good. But the reason I was a little bit holding back is just it kind of reminded me of like a Hot Pocket, in a sense. Oh. It had that kind of feel to it.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I love Hot Pockets, right? They're great. But I don't know. It felt, I'm worried that if they keep up this trend, it might all sort of blend together in this sort of kind of a cheap flavor. Yeah. If that makes any sense. So it itself was great. And like I said, like, at least right now when I see it, I'm buying it. But I'm a little worried. I think it's still undecided, like, how this will go if they keep pushing this style of pizza in Pizza Man. But I mean, at least for now, very good. So solid 4, maybe 4.5 with a little bit of reservation.
Yeah, Mike, we had high hopes for this one. Yeah. And not just because this is an upscale pizza stuffed into a man, But because this is a collabo, a Mon collabo, so we're hoping to see more Mon collabos
Yes.
with other famous chain restaurants. You know, I want to see, you know, the Burger King collabo. I want to see the, you know, what are some the Most Burger collabo. You know, I want to see Coco Curry. Actually, we've already seen the Coco Curry.
We've seen Coco Curry.
Yeah, we've seen that. So, yeah, hopefully this trend continues here, and we'll see all kinds of great restaurants innovating with the Mon. The Mon is such a wonderful platform, that steamed bun that you can do all kinds of stuff with. So, hopefully, this is just the very beginning of a fantastic ride to the moon with Mon.
To the moon. Yep.
All right, Mike. That's our next podcast, Crypto Tips. Anyway, let's close it out here. Thanks, everybody, for listening and tuning into the podcast. A special thanks to everybody who has bought us a chickie. That's Carrie G. St. Michel, MH Bongo, Professor H, Matt D, Antonio Wait, Crew of Japan, Bobby Judo, and Anonymous. If you want to support the podcast, head over to buymeacoffee.com/Conbini Boys and buy us a chickie. Please share, rate the podcast wherever you get your podcasts. You can also check out everything that we're looking at on YouTube. Subscribe and like. Follow us on social. We're especially active on Twitter. And then, hey, thanks again, everybody, for listening. And Mike, I'll see you at the Conbini.
See you at the Conbini, Matt.